Hello everyone, I'm your host Hakuma, and welcome back to another episode of Jak II. Hey, I said the name right. Today we are going to come in here and talk to Vin, because he's the only one who has anything for us.
Vin, buddy, we need a favor.
I can't help you with your eco bill.
We need you to switch on the access elevator in one of the palace's support towers.
Sheesh! That's part of the old B-zone power grid. It hasn't worked for years.
Well, if it's too hard for you, I understand. Power stuff can be tricky.
Tricky? I could route the B-zone conduit lines through the bypass grid, shunting past the eco rings to connect inductor tubes in series, then back through the outer wall insulator helix and across the resonant flux routers into the number 5 capacitor array. Assuming the circuit's GX75B can handle the surge, I could link the phase loop lines into the primary coils, and presto, you've got instant lift juice.
Vin, you're a genius.
Actually, Mar was the genius. People say he made most of this stuff long ago. The shield wall system, the eco-grid. Anyway, to get that elevator moving, you gotta find and turn on all the old B-zone power boxes located in the city. There are 5 of them.
That doesn't sound so tough.
No, except those power boxes are guarded by motion-sensing turbo cannons. But if you can destroy the cannons and switch the boxes on, I can do the rest. Just don't tell the Baron I ever saw you.
I've got suspicious activity in this sector.
Okay, so finally, after all the work we've done for everybody, we're finally getting a chance to go back up and see the Baron. The worst part is, this is the last episode I'm going to record before I leave, so I'm going to have to go like a week and a half or so without having to be able to see what the results of this are going to be, at least after this episode's done, which, okay, there's lots of them on my map. I've got to turn around here. But yeah, that's going to be a little bit unsettling for me. At least you guys will be able to get the chances here by... Come on now. Oh wait, triangle D. Okay, so I do just have to shoot him. Good to know. Very nice. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, other sir. Excuse me, cannon thing. So yeah, we finally get to go see the Baron, and I think that I just checked my completion percentage. Whoops, for this game, and man, this is getting really easy now. I just hit... Yeah. Speaking is difficult. Anyway, as I was saying, I checked my completion percentage for this game before I loaded it up. And I guess we're at... Excuse me. We are at... Is this thing okay? We're at like 30%. So... I don't know if that's going to be overall completion. Like... Are we going to have to grab all the precursor orbs and stuff like that? Does that count toward 100%? Well, it probably does, considering the last game did that. But, I don't know for sure what my percentage completion is going to be when I'm done with this game. And based on all the races and stuff, and even the hoverboard, I'm not sure if I want... Okay, camera. I'm not entirely sure that I want to get 100% completion, because it sounds like work. A lot of work, and unpleasant work, and I'm not too keen on that idea. I could try it, I suppose. I won't, like, completely say, no, we're never going to do anything like this. You guys saw at the end of the last episode, I did do a few race-type stuff, which were a little bit different. And they were fun. I mean, they were short little things, as long as you know what you're doing and you can sort of figure it out on your own. I mean, the races that they've had me do up to this point, I say I mean a lot, don't I? Oh, wow. Anyway, the races, like the actual races that I've done before, not so fun. Whoa, hey, dude, go away. You go away, too. You go away, and you go away. And you get a bullet, and you get a bullet, and everybody gets a bullet. So I wouldn't mind doing some of the smaller race stuff. The problem is that you can't tell whenever you approach those things what kind of race they're going to be. Are you supposed to fly through all the rings? Because those were terrible and I did not enjoy them. Are you supposed to get halfway across the city in like 30 seconds? Because those are also not as enjoyable. And I don't really know which ones I would enjoy or which ones I wouldn't enjoy. I don't know which ones I have done and which ones I have not done. There's a whole bunch of possibilities, and I don't know.
The B-zone power grid is back online. Have
Yay, we did that. Okay, blow up. So, I'm willing to do stuff, but I'm not going to seek them out to finish them to get 100% completion, is basically what I'm trying to say. So that went a lot faster than I was expecting. I think now would be a good idea to take that elevator upstairs and see if we can get in to see the Baron and maybe shoot him up. Although that would be a very fast game if it worked out so simply and smoothly. But I guess that's what we're going to try to do anyway. Alright. In we go. The guards have lost us, or vice versa. What's in store for us today? Probably a quick death because I have no health left. It sounded like there was some gunfire a moment ago. Oh yeah, that looks lovely, don't it? Is there anything on the corners here? Okay, I was hoping for precursor orbs, but nope. Good gravy. How about we just put that away? And what have we got here? Something that does not look friendly. Actually, I've got no health left. Okay, now I know for sure that that is something that will kill me. Something that I think I missed from the previous game is Daxter's quotes when you die. And then I know they were kind of like, yeah, that's funny they put that stuff in. Oh, good to know. But I actually do kind of miss them. I mean, he runs over to you when you die, just like he did in the previous game, but doesn't say anything. And I've come to sort of expect that. So it's a little sad that they took that out. And my birds are going nuts in the other room. I have no idea why, but I can hear them very clearly, which means you guys can probably hear them too, as I've had to silence them on... Whoa. Multiple occasions. Hey, you. One shot, that's all it took. Okay, if I'd done that, I would have just shot him earlier. Alrighty then. My gosh. Oh, and there's a turret at the end of the... Okay. Dun dun da da dun da da do 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 do. Yeah! Perfect! Ish. I'm sure there was a more perfect way to do it, but I didn't do it that way. I did it my way, and I am happy for it. Get up there, Jak! Don't you fall down. That would be terrible. I see a little bit of a treat down there. I'm going to go back there and get that treat. Hello, little treat. I'm guessing this is like an alternate path because they want me to keep going. Okay, come on. Get up there. There you go. And up on here too. Yeah! Didn't leave anything behind, which is good. Let's go ahead and get this out just because I want to stay safe. Why are there turrets up here in some places and now suddenly there's... No! Okay, I see how this is going to work. Alright. Alrighty then. How far back am I going to go? Not too far. Okay, so I just simply can't go on those. Good to know. Okay. Yep. Which makes me sort of wonder why there was a precursor orb right down here, because it seems like they're always usually out of the way, where you can't see them. And this one was in plain sight, and it's almost impossible to miss. You can only not pick it up if you go out of your way to not pick it up, which is kind of strange that way, but okay. Okay, no. We're not gonna do that. We're doing fine. Can I shoot those things? No, I can't. Oh, get up there. Take a hit. Go ahead. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Whoop, whoop, woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Do, do, do. Okay. Yeah. Going good. Yeah, all the way up to the top. Sweet. And now I die. Or get a cutscene, you know, whichever works.
I've told you I will have more eco by week's end. We'll transport it directly to your nest, as promised.
A deal is of no value if you can't deliver, my dear Baron. I grow impatient with your puny gestures. Give me the agreed upon eco soon, or the deal is off, and your precious city will pay the price.
He's toying with us! Let me lead an assault on the nest before it's too late! I can take him!
Patience, Commander. No one has ever penetrated the Metalhead nest, you know that. I've seen what comes of such foolish plans. No, strength is their weakness. We play helpless. We train them to eat from our hands. And then... Move forward with the plan! Tell Ashlynn to up her patrols. I want that tomb found.
But your daughter has not been agreeable.
I'll see to that problem, one way or another.
Ashlynn is the Baron's daughter?
And find that child! If you'd spent half as much time looking for the little brat as you spent flirting with that mechanic girl, we would have pinned his royal ass to a wall long ago.
As you wish. With enough persuasion, I'm sure our spy... What was that?
Just a bit of snot in the window. Great job, Daxter. You just had to be the comic relief right then, didn't you? Had to be. Okay, so that was some good information. Ashlynn being the Baron's daughter. I think it was 2 episodes ago when we saw her, so at least I've not completely forgotten that name. Whereas I forgot Vin's like 5 minutes later. Wow, you got out here fast.
Have a rat in the walls, do we? A rat and his boy, it seems. Back for a few more dark eco treatments? Will allow me to put you both out of your misery.
Preferably not. Preferably not. Preferably... No. Okay, something's draining down there. Or... Whoop, whoop, whoop. What are we supposed to do here? Do I need you to attack this thing, or... Okay, like, I legit don't know.
He's recharging.
I couldn't hear you, Daxter. Sorry. Oh. Or it just... I don't know. For the drama queen. Whoops. Okay, I shot him once. Dun, 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 dun. I saw him pointing up somewhere for a moment. Okay, how do I even avoid those? No. That's it. Okay, he went that way to up there. Free shots. Whoop, nope. Yeah. Okay, so it's just gonna be the boss battle of run and gun. Yes, thank you. Very good. Excellent. Clear a path for me because I couldn't leave here otherwise. I mean, I could go back the way I came, but that way seemed a little bit treacherous and possibly one way in some areas. Oh, jeez. Okay, did not expect him to change tactics on me. Guns everywhere. Guns are flying everywhere. Actually, they're missiles. That's it. Yeah, 3 shots. Actually, I've hurt you to like half of your health, so I think I can hurt you. I'm hurting what you're driving in, though. And that is good enough for me. Just like C is for cookie. Oh, wow, that was easy. How much health do I have left? I'm not sure. Come on, give me a sign. I forgot how to check my health. Okay. Where you at, big guy? Woo! Aaron Praxis used Twister! It's not very effective. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. Ooh, jeez! And I'm dead. I've got to do the whole thing all over again. Okay, fine. Okay, aside from his charge, as long as you're avoiding... Yeah, if you know how to avoid his attacks, he's not that bad. Like, for instance, I'm just about to kill him. He's got virtually no health left. And a few more hits.
Here he comes!
There he goes. Yep, yeah, very much there he goes. Apparently I can hurt you.
The dark powers I gave you can protect you forever! Since I made you, I can destroy you. We'll meet again soon!
Bye! See you then!
Yeah, whatever. Bye-bye.
That wasn't too bad, I think. I mean, yeah, I took quite a bit of damage from that and nearly died. Okay, I did die a few times, but we did let him get away, honestly. But that wasn't too bad. It wasn't great and perfect either, but it wasn't too bad. Had a lot of precursor art. Once again, free pickup. And I guess we got a little bit of revenge on the Baron, and even though he said, you can't use those dark powers because I blah blah blah, I never used them. I never used those powers he gave me. Hello?
Access granted.
Hello? Put the gun away. Nobody here but us mutants. I guess that's something that Jak and Daxter have in common now. Or have in common now. They were both changed by Dark Ego. How did I not notice that before? That's crazy. Huh. Okay. Well, I think that we've got about 4 to 5 minutes left in the episode. So, boy, I guess it might be best if we go do a race of some sort. What's close by? There's not a whole lot in here, actually. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 race spots. Huh. How about we go over to that one on the left? Okay, finally here.
Jak, you've got to prove your driving skills once again. One of our agents dropped off a package. I need it delivered to the hideout immediately.
Okay, and once again, I couldn't hear you, so we'll just do what I feel is best. By the way, I have noticed only in editing that there's an easy way to tell where you're supposed to go on the map. You need to head toward the dot on the map wherever it happens to be pointing, and it adjusts itself based on what kind of progress the map has made so far. Out of my way, dude. So really, you don't need to check your map all that often to be sure of where you're going. All you need to do is head toward wherever the circle happens to be on the minimap, and you'll get there on your own eventually. I don't know if anybody has mentioned this in comments yet, because I haven't been able to see such comments yet. And hopefully by the time the next episode comes out, I will have been able to see many comments and many good tips. Although I really hope that nobody has posted spoilers, in which case there will be problems. Anyway, just go ahead and keep taking the freeway. Things are okay. I'm not sure if I'm getting close to it where I'm trying to get to, though. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Just gonna borrow that. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a very far ways away. I failed. Because of you people crashing into me and destroying my vehicles, I failed the mission. Okay, let's try this again. Sir, I need to borrow this for the good of completion, and to make sure I have done everything there is to do in this city, so I may die happy, because that's the only excuse I think that they would accept. I need to commandeer your vehicle to take me where I want to go. That's going to get me killed, isn't it? Okay. Traffic is the bane of my existence. In fact, it almost killed me yesterday, because people like to run stop signs. But that's another story. Alright. Go, 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 go. Ah, darn it. I think that my favorite vehicle, by the way, is that one that just flew overhead. The one that I call the Pod Racer look-alike. See, there's this one which is really fast, but if you do anything, it explodes. This one right here, this is the one I'm talking about. Is there anybody nearby? There's not. I'm going to fail this one too, aren't I? Terrific. I'll just take yours. I'm sure he can survive on the freeway. All these vehicles flying around him, he'll be fine. The other one is that big fat one, which I affectionately call the clunker, it doesn't turn very well. It can take a ton of damage before it even starts smoking, let alone blows up. But it's slow. Really slow. Uncomfortably slow, and I do not appreciate that. I feel like I got close and I didn't make it. Okay, yeah, sure. There was another option, but yeah, I'm dead. Okay. Never tried that vehicle before. Okay, you guys can see that I failed this a few times before, and I have some complaints. I get that every game is not going to be perfect, alright? Games are going to have their little bits of flaws, but watch how good I'm doing on this run and understand where I'm coming from. Traffic has to be perfect for you to finish up this particular race. And I don't mean just traffic in vehicles, I mean foot traffic too, and that's the first guy I've actually hit that was a soldier in a while, but it has to be perfect. You need to do this race completely perfect. Now, I would think that they give you a little bit of leeway saying, okay, he kind of bumped against some things, he may have run over a few people which slowed him down. But then you get into this area, right here. And this is where things get haywire. There has to be no traffic when you're making every single corner, and this is the first time I've fallen off in a while. But you have to make every single corner perfectly, and there has to be no traffic in the way while you are making those turns. And then you've got to weave in and out through this traffic while trying to get to where you need to go. And the weaving is also going to cut down on time. You wouldn't think it'd cut down on it too much because, you know, they're just giving you a little bit of freeness here. See, right now, I should already be out of this next area. At 10 seconds, I should at least be leaving the next area, or having already left it. Because at 12 or 13 seconds, I left this area we're in right now, and I couldn't make it. And this is a problem. This game has a major problem right now, and I am very unhappy with what I've been doing here. And yes, I know I crashed a few times, so I probably shouldn't have done commentary on that run because it didn't really prove my point as much. But you've got to do this absolutely perfect, and traffic has to be perfect. So this is not a game of skill. This is not a race where you are testing your skill. This is a game right here where you are testing your luck. You have to be lucky enough to get through the traffic and of the pedestrians and the vehicles, and it's not good. Difficult games I can deal with, alright? I like that a game can challenge me, I like that a game can be difficult, but if it's doable, that's fine. I am happy with that. Let me elaborate on this bit. I have played Dark Souls, not all the way through, mind you, and it was a decent challenge for as much as I played, and it wasn't impossibly hard like everybody says it is and how it's the most difficult thing in the world. No, I've played a great deal of games that are harder and equally, if not more fun, than Dark Souls. So understand me when I'm saying this. This game right here, this little challenge is not fun because it is unfairly difficult. If a game is unfair in its challenge and it's just making a mess to make a mess, it's not good. And that is not the farthest I made it in this race either. All I had to do was turn around the corner and I'd be there. No, this is not good. And they cut down on 2 seconds right there as this challenge is loading up. And I don't appreciate that. This is not the way a challenge should work. And I'm trying so very hard to cut corners and all that stuff, but then there's guards that get in my way, and then those guards summon other guards who try to crash into you and destroy your vehicle and all that other stuff. In the meantime, you've got all the other traffic to deal with, and all the times you guys have seen me blown up has been just traffic problems. What's wrong with this game here? Do I fly higher when I'm further up or lower? I don't know. The game never really told that to me if that's an issue. Yeah, right here, I lost the race just because of that little hiccup right there. A slight hiccup wrecks your chances. You have no more chance if you make the tiniest mistake. If you took a corner and it wasn't a perfect corner, if the corner could have been better but you're fine with what you did, you're not fine with what you did. You screwed up, you've got to do it over again.
Why am I still racing? I don't know. Probably because there's nothing else to do. Actually, can I start this race over? No, I can't. So basically, I just got to try to go along this thing, try to get all the corners perfectly, and maybe I would have a chance. And the other problem about all this is that you have to take the fastest craft, the one that is the most fragile, the one that has the biggest chance of blowing up on you, because it's the fastest. And there are no other options. And in fact, they give you a craft. You guys see me picking a certain craft that the game is giving me at a certain point. And I'm not very appreciative of that. See right there, it should be 1 minute 30 seconds, and it starts me at 129 and then immediately hits 128. This game is not playing fair. Alright? That's my little rant for right now. I'm going to get back to this race, and if I fail this race again, there's going to be a lot more cutting. I'm done with my rant now. I've said what I want to say. I kind of don't feel better for it, but at least I got that off my chest, and... Okay. Rant over. That's 2 video game rants in the same year. Okay. Let's finish this race up. Hopefully this will be the last time. It's not going to be the last time. I'm at 45... Well, at least as far as time and distance, I guess I'm doing fine. Nope, nope, nope. Not doing fine anymore. Okay, we'll just cut now. Oh my gosh, I might do it. I might do it. I've got a chance. Please, 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 please. Yes! I did it!
The delivery was a success. I like your style, Jak.
Yeah, I don't know what you said. I don't know what you're trying to say. All I know is I made this race. I'm done. I beat it. I don't have to do it again. Screw you, Torn. I hated that race. Alright. It's been a long episode. Thank you everybody for joining me for this episode of Jak and Daxter. I'm glad this is the last one I did before I took off for my trip, because I would have hated to have come back to this game and have that be the first thing I play. See you next time everyone for another episode of Jak II. Take care.